Ladies and gentlemen.
And 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back
to episode number 10. This one's kind of going to be like a fun one.
Yes, we're going to talk about the 10 rules to live by.
Yes, these are like our 10 rules that have like kind of like changed our life. So we each picked 5.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're in the same order.
There are. It's like your 5 and then my last 5.
Yeah. So these are just kind of like things we have realized like throughout our life that like, I guess you don't really realize this. They were kind of like epiphany moments. That was a big word.
What's a big word?
Like epiphany moments to us. Like once we started realizing this and following them, it was like a life changer.
Yeah, I guess. Some of these rules I really don't live by sometimes.
It's nice to think that you do.
Number uno. Okay, number 1 is be kind to yourself.
Yeah, I think that goes in like a lot of different like perspectives. Like it just goes kind of like don't judge yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Like be your own person. Like
take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, all that fun stuff.
Don't like beat yourself down. Don't wear yourself out.
And like your past doesn't define you. Like whatever happened in the past, that's not who you are in the present and like who you're going to be in the future.
Yeah, and like I mean, and kind of like it's kind of like I'm just saying like treat others the way you want to be treated, but like it's kind of like goes towards yourself too.
Yeah.
Like if you see others are being nice to you and loving you and like being your biggest fan, then like you should treat yourself that way too.
Agreed.
Because
sorry guys, I keep yawning.
Like in the end, you got you.
Yeah, it's all you got. I feel like this is like stabbing me in my neck right now. I don't know, boy. All right. Number 2, live in the moment.
That I think is I put this one down. This is a big one for me. Like, I am such like an overthinker, and like I don't enjoy, like, for the longest time, I didn't enjoy like the moment I was in. I was always thinking, oh, what do I have to do tomorrow? What do I have to do this? What do I have to do then? But once you're in there, like, just enjoy it, because once that day is over or once that moment is over, you're never going to get it again.
Yeah, you just need to live in the moment, because like there's so many missed opportunities, like just hanging out with your friends, like, and you're just worried about something else.
And like, yeah, you can like you can try to like remake that exact moment, but it's never going to be the same as like the first time it happened.
No, agreed.
And I feel like that, yes, like going out and stuff like that, and especially like kind of like, hey, if you really like this artist and they're coming to concert, but you don't want to spend that money, but you don't know, like they could never tour again.
Yeah.
Like this,
Zach Bryan.
Yeah, or I know, like this kind of happened with us with Pink. I mean, she ended up touring this summer too, but like
still touring.
Yeah, but like for the longest time, like I always said, I want to see Pink in concert. I want to see Pink in concert. And then we found out she was coming last year, and I was like, I'm going.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how much it is, but I did have doubts at some point. I was like, no, like maybe I shouldn't spend that. But of course, we went all out and we had to sit on the floor and do the whole 9.
Thank the Lord for Afterpay.
Yeah. Sponsor us.
Literally.
But yeah, so like we kind of just did that.
And then like you got to think like the people that you are with right now aren't going to be here forever. So you want to make as many memories as you possibly can with them. And like it's like the same thing as like you don't want to just like, I know some people are like yeah, like I know like I used to have such bad FOMO. Mm-hmm. Like I have FOMO right now. Like while the boys are at the fucking Phillies game, like I have FOMO. Yeah. But like it's like whatever. But it's also like you don't want to have regrets. So like spend that money to go to that concert. Spend that money to go on a trip. Spend that money, because in the end, memories, like money comes back, but memories like don't. Like memories are there to be made and live in the moment, but like that money that you spend on those memories that you're making will come back to you eventually. Like that's what I've learned. Like money will always come back. Like money's like not gonna go away, but those memories, like you missing something, those memories are what you're missing. So
yeah.
3,
Agreed.
Material things does not equal happiness.
I put this one down. I think that is a big thing, especially in today's day and age. Like, so by like material things, we mean like what I mean is like name brand stuff.
Yeah.
Or like you have to have the newest iPhone or like stuff like that.
Somebody who I trust very much once told me, you only should have one real designer bag, handbag, purse, whatever. All the rest could be fake. Because at the end of the day, nobody really knows if that's a fake purse or if that's a real purse. Nobody's walking down the street and be like, oh my God, she has a fake purse. She's carrying a fake purse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody knows the difference. So, like, yes, every girl should have one real designer bag and everything else should be fucking fake. Go to Canal Street in New York City, buy a fake Louis bag, buy a fake Chanel bag, buy those fake sunglasses, because at the end of the day, nobody is going to know.
I love the fake stuff. I love it.
I thought my person was in here. I was going to pull out my fake Louis Vuitton wallet.
Like, but I'm like, hey, like, if I can have 7 to 10 different options of fake stuff
compared to one real bag,
like I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I can move it. I can rock this one with this outfit, rock this one with that outfit. Like, that's what I'm doing. But I feel like today, because everybody looks up to these influencers and these big social media icons, that everyone tries to be like them.
Yeah.
But like...
And like clothes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you will never catch me buying a dress that's like $300 to $400.
No.
Like, the only time I will spend a lot of money on a dress is if I'm in somebody's wedding, like a bridesmaid dress. My wedding dress, and like, I'm going to be extra and have like a reception dress too. And like, your reception dress, if you do that. That's the only time. Like, I see girls like Skims t-shirt, tank tops, whatever, are like $50. And I'm like, you could buy that for maybe $15 on Amazon. You could buy it from Shein, the same fucking quality, for maybe $5 to $7. Like, I'm so like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't buy myself nice things. And like, sometimes I should to like treat myself.
I am a Shein queen.
I am. And like, I know people are probably going to cancel us because, you know, Shein.
Whatever. I don't care.
But like, I like genuinely like, I don't really care that I'm not wearing like Aldo or Abercrombie and Fitch or Addicted.
I also think like, if I were to wear, I feel like you have more fun when you don't have the expensive clothes on.
Yeah,
because like if I was wearing like a $100 top, I would be very careful with. I would be walking around like a robot, like not doing anything. But if I have my $5 Shein shirt on, I'm out there having a good time.
I remember I bought a shirt from Shein in college. Literally wore it out, and literally that night it broke. And I'm like,
yeah, like who cares?
Okay,
like,
it was $5 Trash it. Like, I could go buy a different shirt for $5, $3. And it's like funny, like when I do shop on Shein, I only buy the stuff that's on sale, and if it's like under $7. Like, that's just how I am, because like, one, I'm like, I already have a lot of clothes. 2, it's like, I'm gonna end up throwing these clothes out in a year because they
styles change,
like, and I'm just like, oh well, like, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
The Jupe TikTok accounts are like my favorite.
Yes.
When they're like, oh, like,
and like makeup, like, I'm very like, I know there's some products that I really should invest in that are like high quality, but like, there's so many good makeup dupes. Like, Elf has the best makeup dupes. Like, the Elf Halo Glow filter like thing is like the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter. Like, that, I wear that on my face all the time, and it's so lightweight, and it's like, you could put anything on it. Like, the Super Goop sunscreen, whatever it's called, like, Elf has a dupe for it, and a lot of people say Elf's dupes are better than the real fucking thing, and they're like, Elf stuff's like, what? Like, their skincare, like, that they just put out, it's like, maybe, I think the highest is like $15.
Yeah.
And everything else is like under like $10, $12. Like,
balling on the budget.
I'm gonna buy that. Like, materialistic things, like, don't need to be like a big thing. Like,
and people, like, I feel like a lot of times they're like, oh, well, you don't have this, it's fake. I'm like, I don't care. I'm rocking that fake stuff. Like, who cares?
And like Lululemon, I'm like, why are you paying $125 for a pair of fucking leggings? Yep. Leggings, no thank you. I had a couple of things Lululemon, and like, not even, I had one piece of clothing from Lululemon, and it was a sports bra, and I was like, this literally feels like a sports bra that I got from Target.
Yeah.
Or like somewhere like that.
But just because it's the name brand.
It's the name brand, and I'm like, who gives a shit? Like, my keys are Lululemon keychain, and the keychain was like, what? when we bought it. They were like $20 for a fucking keychain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, it is a good keychain, I will not lie. Like, I've had it for like almost a year, almost 2 years now.
That, yeah.
Almost 2 years now. Like, it has a rip, tear, or anything, and we'll have to give you that. And I get the materialistic things are better quality, but in the end, like, you're not going to have that forever, and you just spent fucking $120 on a pair of leggings that I know people say shrink. They fucking rip. Like, I'm not paying, like, these Garage leggings I have on, I mean, Garage is a little expensive. They're probably like $30, but they feel like Lululemon, like, they're comfy. It's my cup of tea.
Me too.
Number 4, give yourself credit.
Yeah.
Think about the positives and not the negatives. It's like simple tasks. Like, you've been down lately and you cleaned your room. Like, give yourself credit for that.
Yeah, like, you did it.
Yeah.
I feel like the biggest thing, like, what made me realize this is, like when we bought the house, like, I was like, oh, well, like, I have to do this. I have to do that. Like, I'm not where I want to be, like, financially. I'm not this. I'm not that. But then, like, one day somebody said to me, like, you are 23 years old and you just bought a house. Like, you need to give yourself credit.
Agreed.
Like, a lot of 23-year-olds do not buy a house. And I was just overthinking all the little things, and I didn't realize, like, the big picture. And I think that's, like, kind of what ties into this. Like, people look at all the little things, but don't look at the big picture. Like, and even now, like, I am 25 years old. I am financially stable. I do have a house. I do have a little family. I have 2 dogs. Like, I need to give myself credit for that. Like, because a lot of people aren't in my shoes.
I can't buy a house.
But yeah,
agreed. Number 5, stop trying for people who don't treat you the same.
I put this one down too. This is my last one, right? Mm-hmm. So I had to realize this the hard way. So I'm trying not to expose my family here, but they're probably not going to listen to this, so I'm going to expose them. It just got to the point where, like,
I'm holding this because he keeps stabbing me in my neck.
Like, so certain parts of my family, they only come around one time a year. And it's when we have, like, our Christmas Pollyanna every year, which is at my house. And, like, I always make, like, side comments, like, or, like, my girl will say, oh, like, why don't you have you talked to so-and-so recently? And I'm like, no. She's like, why? I said, because I have gone so many years of reaching out to this individual, and they have not reached back out to me, so I'm not wasting my time anymore. Yeah. Like, they're not going to give that back to me, and it might sound selfish, but I feel like there comes a certain time in life where you have to put that wall up. Like, I've reached out so many times, but they're not going to do it back to me. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, and I feel like that's, like, the same thing with, like, one-sided friendships as well. Like,
oh, yeah.
And, like, you gotta think, like, it comes a point in your life that not everybody that comes into your life is meant to stay in your life. That's, like, friends, boyfriends, even family members. Yeah. Like, if they're meant to stay in your life, obviously they're going to, but if they're not meant to be in your life, they're not going to be in your life. Like, the one-sided friendships, like, one-sided, like, relationship with family members, like, it's just, there's a reason a person that comes into your life and that walks out of your life. It gives you, like, a lesson learned, basically, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but I feel like that happens a lot, too.
Yeah, and I feel like as you get older, your circle gets smaller.
Definitely. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, like, don't want that, but, like, that's just, like, what happens. Like, I know personally, like, I'd rather have 5 really, really close friends than 20 people I, like, barely talk to.
And, like, it's, like, so, like, all my roommates from college, we all have crazy different schedules, but, like, we still, like, try to, like, make time for each other to, like, catch up, like, just in a text message, like, catch up with each other, or, like, try to figure out a schedule where we could go get dinner with each other, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, like, the people that, like, are meant to be in your life, like, whether you're not, like, you don't see them all the time, but, like, we still always, like, try to text each other and be like, hey, like, how's everything going? Like,
and, like, that's the effort.
Yeah, that's effort being made.
That goes the whole, like, reason to this point. Like, but, like, no, anyway, like, that's the thing. Like, you all try, and it's not just one person, like, consistently trying.
Yeah, it's, like, all of us trying at once. Yeah. Like, I hung out with Lexi today, like.
I know, you pulled up, and I was like, Nico, who's she with?
I was with Lexi and Ella. We went to the thrift store. We went on a little fun excursion. All right, number 6. This is where mine come in. There's no set milestones for when you should have a house or should have children. Live your own life how you want.
Whoops. What? Shut my mouth, and I was like, I bought a house at 23.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you're writing your own story. Like, there's some people, like, I'm on a completely different path, obviously. Yeah. Like, I went away to college for 4 years. Like, obviously, the person I was with in college isn't the person who I'm with now. So, like, obviously, like, thank the Lord I didn't buy a house with him.
Yeah.
That'd be real fucking awkward. But, like, you're writing your own story, and, like, there's no right or wrong time to write your story. I know, like, so, like, my boyfriend is almost 5 years older than me. I think he's 5 years older than me. 5.5.
5.5, yeah.
Yeah. He's 5 years older than me. He just turned 30. And, like...
Damn, he's old.
Yeah, like, he's old. Like, and I'm going to be 25 in December. So, like, I keep saying, like... Obviously, like, I know he's the one who I want to be with. And I keep saying, like, I potentially think, like, we, depending on stuff that happens in the next couple months, like, if it would be a good financially situation for us, I think, like, we should potentially start trying for a kid. Mm-hmm. Like, he's older. Yeah. Like, we're both ready. Nobody's ever going to be financially ready for a kid. Mm-mm. But, like, it's kind of like, I don't want him to be 35.
Well, that's how my dad is. Like,
yeah, like, I don't want that.
My dad's 68. I'm 25.
Yeah, like I don't want that.
Like, my dad's freaking retired, living his best life, and, like, I'm just starting mine. Like, that's not how it should be.
Yeah, like, I don't want him to be almost 40 when we have a kid.
Yeah.
So, it's like, different people take different paths. I mean, if I don't even know if that's actually gonna happen. It could potentially happen or could not.
But also,
happen.
like, like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like, and it's so, like, nowadays, like, back in the day, like, you had to be married and then have a kid.
By, like, friggin', like, 22.
Yeah.
Like.
And, like, I always kept comparing it to my parents. My mom was married by the time she was 21. Had a baby, had a stillbirth, whatever, but they still continued to get married. And it's like, okay, I need to be married and have a kid by the time I'm 21. I always thought that. And I'm like, totally,
Like, hell no.
Hell no is right. If I was 21 and having a kid, I think I probably would have shot myself.
And also, like, I think, like, another thing is, like, also, like, even though you said, like, for certain things you're never going to be ready, but making sure, like, you're happy with the decision. Like, if you're not ready to buy a house and you don't want to, then don't. Like, don't let people influence you.
Yeah.
Or, like, here's a big thing with me now. Like, I see everybody I went to high school with getting engaged, having kids, and I'm like, oh, like, shit, like, should I be doing that? But, like, me and Freddie were content with the way we're living life. Like, I'm not going to let these other people around me that are doing whatever they're doing influence me and feel like I should be doing that.
And, like, yeah, like, right now, like, my 2 best friends from college, they both just got engaged, okay? And it's like, and I keep saying, Nico, where's my ring?
Yeah.
Where's my ring? Where's my ring? Where's my ring? And he's like, first off, calm down. Second off, it's coming.
Yeah.
Third, don't let your friends influence you. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But, like, I'm also, like, you're old. That's what I keep telling.
I just want some bling bling. That's all
I literally said, if you put a ring on my finger, then we can have a baby. Like, I'm content if I have a ring and then baby.
Yeah.
And then what? Damn, Shadow. Okay. But just know, like, everybody's path, everybody's life, everybody's milestones are reached at different ages.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no right or wrong answer. All right, number 7. Travel as much as you can, whether that's with other people or on your own. This is a big one.
Yeah.
And, like, I do still want to travel a lot, and, like, that's, like, the one thing. It's I
literally just texted in our girls group chat yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
Nashville trip in the summer.
Like, let's go on vacation, guys.
No,
like,
you know what we should do? We should do an all-inclusive this year. Because if you think about it, we'd probably spend...
I need a passport, like, now.
No, I got a passport. You'd be fine if we went.
I need either that or a real ID by May.
Why May?
That's when it comes into effect, May 2025. We need a real ID or a passport to get on a plane.
Yeah.
And my mom doesn't know where my original birth certificate is, so...
Can't you, like, call the hospital?
I don't know, I have to look into it.
Yeah, you definitely should. But, like, I think we should do an all-inclusive instead, because if you think about it, we'd probably spend more money going to Nashville than we would going on an all-inclusive trip. Like, we'd probably spend $1,300 just going on the trip. If we went to Nashville, we'd probably pay...
Freddie and Mike would spend that in one day. Separately.
Yes.
Okay. JK, we're not going to Nashville. We're going all-inclusive. Stay tuned to see where we go.
We're going to Cancun.
We can do a podcast episode live from our vacation.
I might be too hammered for that, but we'll see. If it actually makes it out of the group chat.
Hey, New Orleans made it out of the group chat.
I'm shocked that he made it out of the group chat. When I bought my ticket to New Orleans, I said, I'm going to New Orleans. He goes like, what? And I said, yeah, I bought my plane ticket. He's like, okay. He was like, I really didn't think you were going. I said, yeah, me neither. But we all bought our plane tickets, so we're going.
We did.
But anyway, travel as much as you possibly can.
Like the world has so much to see.
And, like, it's funny. Like, I travel for cheerleading. And, like, even though, like, I'm not even coaching, I still just want to be like, oh, I traveled to, like, I've never been to Texas. I've never been to Dallas.
Yeah.
So, like, when they went to Dallas last year, I was like, I'm going. Like, I just want to go. And, like,
yeah.
We walked around, like, downtown Dallas. Like, it's so nice. Like, saw the convention center. I went to the Cowboy Stadium. Like, it was cool. Like, I got to say, like, I saw where JFK got shot, like,
I saw that
everything. So, like, it's, like, cool to say, like, oh, I went there. And, like, I've been to Indianapolis, like, random. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really, Indianapolis is cold in February, very, very cold, in January, actually. So I didn't leave the convention center because our hotel was connected to it. Yeah. But I got to say
you went there, like.
I saw I literally saw, as we're driving by, the Colts football stadium. So it's like, I got to say that. Like, cool. I got to see that. You know what I mean? So, like, travel as much as you want because money is replaceable.
Yeah. And
I say that all the time.
That is a goal of mine. I want to travel more.
Me too.
Like, I want to start, like, going, like, once a year somewhere.
Yeah, that's what me and Nico said after we went to Mexico in the summer. We said that we want to travel in the summer more, and it, like, sucks because of our jobs right now. Yeah. Like, it's hard to travel during the year because, like, going to an island is so much better in the winter than it is in the summer, like, because it's
opposites.
And it's just so fucking hot. Mexico, I thought I was gonna die. It was so hot. I didn't leave the pool. But, like, it was still so much fun. But, like, we said we were gonna try to go out of the country every year. Like, just to see.
Me and Freddie have both never been out of the country.
It's so much fun.
So we definitely want to.
It's
maybe, yeah.
So much fun.
We'll talk in the group chat.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Number 8. Whatever's happening is not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's like...
Yes, that is a big thing of mine. Like, a big all-time favorite quote of mine is, like, things happen for a reason.
Yes.
Like, I am a true believer in that things happen for a reason. Like, yes, in the moment, it might not feel like that, but, like, someone knew.
Guys, I just want to show you right now. Our boyfriends are at the Phillies game. This is Saturday that we're recording this.
And we're here.
I wish I was there.
But yeah, like, something knew you needed to go through that certain situation to make you a better person.
No, literally. Like, it's going to help you out in the long run. Like, I always believe that.
Yeah. Me too.
Number 9. Spend less time worrying about what you cannot control. Live in the present moment.
Yeah, I feel like that's like another big one.
Yeah, like, you can't control everything that happens in life. You just need to live in what is happening now. Don't think about the future. I know there's so many people who are so obsessed with the future, and I'm like, relax.
Hit those brakes.
Take a chill pill. Like,
yeah,
it's all gonna work out how it's supposed to work out.
Yeah.
That's, like, the simple, like, end to that. Like, you know what I mean?
I agree with that.
It's all gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out.
We got accents now.
Number 10.
We're almost there, guys.
You just sounded like fucking Goofy from Disney.
Okay.
You are in the right place at the right time.
Hallelujah. Amen. Yes, you are.
If you're meant to be there, you're meant to be there. It's
Yeah.
for a reason. Just think about that. Say something.
Well, then I guess they're meant to be at the Phillies game right now.
No, I'm meant to be at the Phillies.
And we're not.
Guys, I'm really salty. Like, I'm so mad. I'm mad at Nico, and he didn't even buy the tickets. Her boyfriend bought the tickets for them, and I'm just genuinely mad. Because now I know Nico's not going to buy me tickets. Because he already went to a postseason game.
And so, you know what? We'll just go to one without them. I
was literally looking at the tickets for MetLife on Tuesday, and I'm like...
I coach on Tuesdays.
I'm
out.
I coach on Tuesdays, too. I can't. I think they play Wednesday. But you're at the play... Right, where you are is where you're supposed to be. NLCS tickets are... What? NLCS Game 4 tickets are going for $2,000.
But yeah, I think that's really all we have. Oh, questions. So we did have new questions.
We did.
Hopefully you guys like our 10 rules.
Sorry, guys. I'm sitting here looking at Phillies tickets.
I gotta pee.
Questions. Oh, we have 18. Do we have 18?
Yeah, that's how much we had last time. Okay. We have exciting news, guys. We have more PR coming. Hopefully by next episode.
Yeah, it definitely should be here because it already shipped.
And it's a good one.
It's a cutie.
Fluffy one.
It's a cutie.
Also, guys, happy spooky season.
It is spooky season. My favorite season. What should me and Harley be for Halloween? Harley won't even be here.
I won't even be here. I'll be in South Carolina for
Halloween's a Thursday.
I'll be home that night.
I'm not going to go out on actual Halloween. I mean, like Friday, Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Nico said that you should have a Halloween party. He told me to tell you that.
I can.
I said we don't have friends.
It'll be our... Well, we're down too because we're in a different state. I can. We just have to find people to come.
Mark's going to New York. He invited me and Nico.
Oh, wait. He invited me too.
Yeah. He invited me and Nico. They have a hotel room.
He did. He invited me, yeah, because he was talking about when we went out. I was a crybaby that night.
Crybaby is right. All right. New question. Hardest battle you've had to face in your life so far? This is from Anonymous because they said, don't say my name.
What is the hardest battle I had to face so far?
Do you want to do 2 or 1?
I'll do 2.
Okay.
I think the hardest battle would be just my hardest battle so far would be just having to accept myself for who I am. I would say. Because like I feel like everybody always says, "Oh, I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to do this. I want to do that." But I mean, it took me a long time. But I have come to accepting myself for who I am and realizing that being me is okay and that's enough. So I would say that.
I would say my hardest battle that I've ever had to face is me having to grow up so early in life.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really, like, I was a kid, but, like, I had to start doing grown-up things very early in life, and I think that's why, like, now, like, I'm stable, like, in a good place, but, like, I still, like, reminisce about, like, stupid shit that I couldn't do, I guess you could say.
Good one.
All right, next question is from Anonymous. Biggest ick about each other?
When you do that noise. Yes, that! She does that all the time, and it drives me literally bonkers.
I'm cracking up that's your biggest ick.
It feels like you're, like, regurgitating to go feed a baby bird or something.
No, literally.
That's my biggest ick about her. God, lay it on me. Let me hear it.
Maybe her eyelashes, because they're really big.
That's not bad.
No. They're just, like, they look good on you, but, like, I could just never pull it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we're actually kind of, I was kind of afraid, but we're kind of nice to each other.
You were afraid of me, weren't you?
I was like, what is she about to say right now?
I really couldn't think of anything. I just looked at you, and I'm like, the eyelashes.
Yeah.
The eyelashes. Like, I feel like if you got your eyelashes taken off, you'd look like a naked mole rat because I've had them on for, like, 4 fucking years.
During COVID, I had to, like, take them off when everything shut down. Good thing I didn't have to leave the house is all I gotta say, or I'd have been scaring people.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think that's a wrap on this episode. Make sure to follow us on everything. Back now that we have 1,000 followers on TikTok, we get to go on live on TikTok. So we've been trying to do that more often. So like, make sure you follow us on there to get the notification when we do go live.
Yeah. I'm surprised that wasn't your biggest ick for me.
No, that doesn't bother me. Okay, but yeah, Who the New Blondes had thoughts, and that's a wrap on episode number 10.
Love y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Have a good week.